Rip and shippers, rip tier hits, these are things I was absolutely addicted to. I was spending hundreds of dollars on rip tier hits. Are they worth it? Are they not worth it? I became such an addict, I was addicted to the dream, Kareem, until I finally stopped. I said no more. And I decided to quit altogether on rip tier hits. And this is why I think you should give up on it too. But if you don't, here are some suggestions. But before we get started, I want you to look at this. Look at this ETB box. Look at this Team Rocket Destined Rivals ETB box. Absolutely gorgeous. But we're cooked. We're absolutely cooked, y'all. There is no way I'm going to be able to get my hands on this. We are deep fried, man. They're not even going to want to sell us the box at MSRP. They're going to sell us the empty box. They're not even going to want to sell the empty box at MSRP. This ETB box is gorgeous, let alone the packs inside and the pack art. We're donezos. We're absolutely done. But anyways, let's move on. Well, what are rip tier hits? Well, let me tell you, you handsome boy, you. Rip tier hits are tiers rated systems in which you pick a certain rarity and they will continue to open packs until you reach that rarity. Of course, if you guys are aware, in the Scarlet and Violet era, there are EXs, there are illustration rares, there are secret illustration rares, there are full art trainers, and there's even the gold. So these individuals decided to grab that, break them down into tiers, and they will guarantee you whatever tier, depending that you pick, that you will receive that card. Now, when it comes to rip tier hits, one of the hardest things, and seeing that we're in this Pokemon bull market, is prices. When we talk about rip tier hits, these things can get pretty pricey. I'm talking about maybe the cheapest you'll find is 50 to 60 bucks to get open to guarantee a EX, because they do run that slight risk of opening 3, 4, 5 packs before you pull out a EX card. But for the most part, these things are ranging from hundreds to even thousands of dollars. I kid you not. Like, I'm talking about $1,500 to even $3,000 I've seen. Now, one of the ways to hedge your bets when you are going into a rip tier hit is, of course, negotiate. Negotiating is key. Don't just jump in and say, okay, if you're going for full art trainer tier, make sure you do ask for a minimum. What I typically like to do is I at least want half of what I paid for at minimum. So if I'm paying $200 for a guaranteed full art trainer, the guy has to at least guarantee me, what would it be, at least 10 packs minimum to at least gain half of my money back. If he decides to, if for some reason they pull that full art trainer in the first 3 packs, I at least have a 10 pack guarantee. So he has to keep running until he pulls out those, until he opens those 10 packs. If not, you know, if you don't say anything, if you pay like $500 for a SIR guaranteed, and he pulls the SIR in the second pack, you're done. You just lost a bunch of money on something that he just, you know, pulled out on the second pack. And you guys need to remember that this is almost like basically like gambling, and the house always wins. But the only way to hedge that is negotiating, and at least, very important, ask for a pack minimum. The thing I want to talk to you guys about, rip tier hits work only really if you're starting off. You don't have a collection, you don't have any set, you're just trying to beef up that collection of yours, and you found one of your favorite sets. You can go into a rip tier hit and beef up, you know, your collection. If you're brand new, you're starting off, you have no kind of cards, no reverses, no illustration rares, no SIRs, no full art trainers, you're looking to just, you know, collect cards to begin with, this is a pretty decent way. But yeah, there's also comes with its own negative. Now let's get into some of the negative stuff about rip tier hits. Is lately, just like Whatnot, just like some of these other platforms that do live rips and ships, there can be pretty scammy people. Like if they, let's say you pull a Moonbreon, these people sometimes move the pack away off camera so where you don't see, switch out, and then say you didn't pull anything, or you pulled like a regular EX when you had pulled a very valuable card. That's one of the biggest risks about these rip to your hits, is that you're just watching through the lens of that camera, and if they pull your pack away, for a few seconds, you don't know what the hell is going on, what they're doing with your pack. That's why it's very important. And I have no filter, especially when it comes with me spending my money. I'll tell the guy, hey, if you're gonna open my packs, make sure you keep those packs on camera at all times. If you have to go drink a water, if you have to change the music, whatever, put the pack right there where I could see it. Go do what you're gonna do, but do not take my cards off camera. Very important stuff to know. Another thing is addiction, man. I very, very addicting. These things can be very, very addicting, man. Like you pull something cool, you pull out some cool cards, and you just want to keep going and going and going. You guys need to know when to stop. And this is like something I kind of had a hard time with at first, but you guys really need to know when to stop, when to call it quits. Yes, some little hit rates are cool. It's awesome when you pull out a really awesome card, and people in the chat are saying congratulations. The hype man who's pulling out the ripping the packs is hyping you up. You just want to keep doing it. It's like a drug almost. But yeah, just know when to call it quits. Another thing, oh my god, the packaging. The packaging sometimes is horrendous. Like I think I went on like a 35 pack run on Obsidian Flames, and I pulled like a bunch of illustration rares, which is pretty cool. But a lot of these guys, what they do, they just put them in a penny sleeve, put them in a top loader, and they ship them out to you in like a regular plastic, the regular, what is it, post office bag. They'll put like a pink bag over it, and then they'll put the actual mail bag over it. No protection whatsoever, not even on the box, just in a top loader, mixed in with the rest of the bulk, and just there you go. Man, I can't tell you how many times, like, they don't even sleeve up like the reverse hollows or some of like the more valuable hollows, because I've opened up like 151, the Japanese 151, and I like collecting the Pokeballs, and they would just throw them in there, no penny sleeve, no nothing. Some of them got dinged up, banged up. That's one thing. Like, these guys are trying to save as much money as possible. So unfortunately, like, sometimes their packaging just sucks, man. Just, I mean, absolute garbage. Now if you are a collector and you love the artworks, yeah, go ahead, try Rip to Hits. You'll get some pretty cool cards. But if you're more like the investor side of things, or like if you're hoping to pull that certain card through Rip to Your Hit, don't do it. Just don't do it. I think Rip to Your Hits is more for like mastering sets. But if you really want a certain card, just go out and buy it. Honestly, just go out and buy it. You're gonna save so much money if you just go out and buy the card instead of being addicted on the ripping ships and Rip to Your Hits. Just like, if you want that prismatic evolution cards, just go out, negotiate with people, find these cards, and just buy them outright. Opening packs, doing these Rip to Your Hits, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it. You're paying maybe like hundreds and not thousands of dollars to pull maybe one, and then like that's it. Like, when you could have like spent thousands of dollars just to already basically buy all of them, if you just did a little bit of your homework and looked around your area and went to a card show and actually bought these cards. All right, that's gonna be it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Do you do rips and ships? Do you not do rips and ships? Do you hate rip and ships? But yeah, that's my experience. It was a little bit clickbaity in the beginning. I do like it, but to a certain extent. But as of now, I think my collection is pretty beefed up. So I really just decided, like, it's just best just to go outright buy the cards that I want. But I'll catch you guys later.